10 most dangerous creatures in the Amazon River. The piranha ranks only 6th. The top creature is a nightmare for everyone. As you may already know, the Amazon River in South America is the largest river by volume, the largest and most branching basin in the world. Area. Its basin up to 7.05 million square kilometers, greater than 2 times the area of India. It is estimated that the Amazon River and its tributaries, there may be more than 3,000 species of freshwater fish. That's almost 3 times the number. All the freshwater fish in the America out of the rainforest. The Amazon is also home to 2 to 5 million species of insects, thousands of species of plants, and more than 2,000 other birds and king animals. But these amazing numbers are just the surface. The Amazon River is hidden. Countless dangers far beyond what we can see. Let's explore the top 10 today. Let's take a look at the 10 most dangerous creatures in the Amazon. It's terrifying beyond your imagination. Tenth class otter giant. Amazon River Basin. It's covered in forest and mystery. It's home to a terrifying underwater monster. That's the giant otter. So, don't let the look of a giant otter fool you. In fact, they are the leaders. Freshwater food chain in the Amazon basin. Longfish giant has strong body and developed muscles. As adults, they can be more than 1.8 m long and weigh up to 30 kilograms. Although it looks a little cute, but they are actually extremely aggressive and easily agitated. With a strong sense of territory and offensive instincts, high shoes. Giant fish ready to plunge into battle with any creature that dares to invade their territory. The giant fish has more than 30 sharp teeth, with extremely strong bite force, enough to penetrate the crocodile's hard skin. Their sharp and hard claws can easily tear off prey flesh. They live in the Amazon rainforest, where there's intertwined river systems and wildlife, less harassed by humans, especially with the habit of digging and nesting. This area is their ideal paradise. In nature, giant otter mainly hunts large fish, but they also don't hesitate to attack snakes and crocodiles. Need to know that even the big water buffalo on land, they run away when they see the crocodile. However, giant otters are not only not afraid of crocodiles, they even choose them as prey. Remarkably, the giant otter is a very intelligent animal. When confronted with prey as large as crocodiles, they don't just attack in packs, but also adopt attrition tactics. First, they're constantly harassing. Provocation exhausts the crocodile. And then they are fast, bite the opponent's tail. Even the big crocodiles. It's also hard to avoid losing a leg or tail. That's why SAO in South America has so many dead-tailed crocodiles. And with the smaller crocodiles, their fate is even more tragic. They become a complete meal for the aggressive otters. Even though it's a scary predator, giant otters are also not without natural enemies. Their most formidable opponent is the jaguars. Fast predators, muscular and good at hiding. Jaguars often stalk and attack stray otters. However, the giant otter is not easily subdued. They live in packs and support each other. In some cases, all the otters join forces, can repel or even defeat jaguars. 9th grade crocodile caiman black. Black caiman crocodile is a powerful giant version. Domination of the Amazon River, with absolute power. This aggressive creature can be long, up to 5.2 m and weighs up to 450 kilograms. Compared to the giant fish, the black caiman is the real top predator. Even formidable predators like jaguars or mountain lion, be careful too, and stay away from their territory. Their eyes are specially evolved to observe in the dark, to help them become nocturnal hunters. In addition, the bite force is strong enough to easily crush the whole thing. Turtle shells with those scary characteristics. The black caiman crocodile is the dominant obsession. On the Amazon River. The scariest thing about black caiman crocodiles, it's not just the giant size, it's also an amazing risk. They have almost no idea what fear is, like the real kings on the Amazon. Any creature that's unlucky enough to get in their sights, they can all become prey. And of course this includes people. Statistics show within the last 25 years, there have been more than 80 crocodile cases, black caiman attacks on humans recorded in the Amazon forest. Most of the victims in these attacks, leading to death. Those lucky to survive, often suffer serious injuries, and carry the signature, horror for a lifetime. One of the most famous attacks, related to biologist Daisy Nishimura. She built a floating house on the Amazon River to look at the ecosystem here. However, once out, she was suddenly attacked by a black caiman crocodile. It's even more terrifying than this crocodile that's supposedly been ambushed 8 months before the attack, although lucky to survive. But biologists still have to pay a heavy price, losing a leg in a fight with a crocodile. However, if you think that just the tree crocodiles, new mature black man brave and aggressive, you were wrong. Right from a young age, they knew how to tear apart the most aggressive fish in the Amazon. Most of the prey, they don't even recognize their presence before being caught. Crocodile caiman black usually hidden, alone in the dark, quietly approaching prey unawares. Then suddenly hit, fatal attacks in the Amazon basin, where the most abundant ecosystem, black man tree crocodile world. It's not just a formidable predator. It's also seen as a symbol of terror. Their presence is not merely, it's part of the ecosystem, but also asserts the hegemony of this river. 8th grade centipede giant. In the folk, centipedes with scorpion venomous snakes, poisonous spiders and toads are known as the 5 poisons. Normally, the centipedes that we've come across are all quite small in size, rarely exceed 10 centimeters. But the centipedes that we're about to discover today, centipede giant Amazon, it's one of the world's largest centipedes. They can reach up to 30 to 35 centimeters in length. Despite living in the Amazon rainforest, a place full of giant creatures, their size seems insignificant. However, what's amazing is that they can still dominate a region. The secret to this centipede is its powerful venom. With just one attack, they can quickly paralyze their prey, turn any creature into their sights as their meal. Like many spiders, very giants like to hide in caves. And what's interesting is that their favorite prey is bats. They also chose the cave as a place to live. Is a master of hunting in the dark. Very giant, climb the wall and ceiling of the cave to fall ambush. Their front legs have evolved into venom-filled pliers. Enough deadly force in the blink of an eye. Thanks to this terrifying advantage, it's huge, doesn't need a lot of energy, just waiting for the opportunity to take down the prey quickly. Like other centipedes, the giant centipede will quickly inject its venom into the body of its prey. As soon as you bite, if a person is accidentally bitten, the wound will burn red and can cause lymphatic vasculitis. Similar to the bite of a venomous snake, the symptoms are severe, more including chills, fever, high headaches, nausea, vomiting, heart palpitations and seizures. In severe cases can even lead to death. So you've got to feel lucky, because this giant centipede doesn't live in our country. 7th place tyrant. Amazon River Basin. It's not just the home of giant iron cows, an aggressive fish. It's also the home of an organism that's considered haunted. Photos of many leeches tyrants. The animals are called ghosts. This vampire is 7 centimeters long, and they have big teeth. Their body structure is very special. It's 34 segments in total, and each segment has its own brain. That's the other way a tyrant leech has 34 brains. Just thinking about it is scary enough. Their strong grip is on the larger head. While the first part is real, they are at the sharp end and they are narrower. When leeches tyrants suck blood, their bodies move in waves. Helps blood be transported to the digestive system. It's at the top. Leeches tyrant possessing 2 or ba rows of small teeth makes it easier for them to suck blood from their prey. Through the process of evolution, this monster has perfected its auxiliary skills, hunting down any creatures that pass by. When you detect a moving object, they quickly use their grips to rush to their target. Once attached to the host, the tyrant's leech will use its mouth to make a Y-shaped incision. Then inject the anticoagulant to make the blood-sucking process go more smoothly. Once they are attached to a tyrant's leech, it's very difficult to remove them. In the Amazon basin, has recorded many deaths caused by leeches tyrants. Although scary, but tyrant leeches have high nutritional value. Their amino acid content is up to 2.7 times higher than muscle protein, only 23.3%. They are especially high in glutamate acetate. Lysine and lysine are important compounds that help support health. So they have a lot of applications in medicine and scientific research. 6th class piranha. The piranha is a famous aggressive fish in the Amazon River. Despite being dubbed the most aggressive freshwater fish, but they are usually only about 25 centimeters long, and a maximum of not more than 30 centimeters. They have razor-sharp teeth and never seem to know no. The scariest thing is the predatory instinct, following their flock. In numbers, it can be hundreds, even thousands of them. As they rush in to attack their prey, the scene becomes chaotic and horrifying, like an underwater storm. It's like an army of aggressive ants in the riverbed. Any ill-fated creature that's caught their eye will be torn apart in the blink of an eye. It's said that in the Amazon basin, the cattle people, when you need to take a herd across a river with piranhas, often using a spooky tactic, they'll drop a cow in the river, sick to distract the hungry fish, and quickly drove the herd across the river safely. The baited cow will only have bones left in less than 10 minutes by the ferocious piranhas. The local aborigines also take advantage of the ferocity of the fish, piranhas, to defend their territory. They are releasing this fish into the trenches, water around the settlement, to prevent the invasion of wild animals. Piranhas are not just predatory predators, but also a varied diet. They consume a wide variety of foods, including snail-fish, insects, worms of nuts, and even plants. In fact, they rarely attack mammals or large birds, unless these creatures have died and fallen into the water. Capybara moves by flock, not only to hunt more effectively, but also to protect themselves. They are crocodiles' favorite targets, turtle, river dolphins, and many other large fish. Living in a flock, help the weaker ones to be protected in the center. Increase your chances of survival against those dangerous hunting, even though it's considered a fearsome killer of the Amazon River. But piranhas, it's still an important part of the ecosystem here. Number 5. The vampire fish. The piranha is also known as the vampire fish. It's a dense predatory fish, afraid to live in the Amazon basin. Even though it doesn't feed on blood, but with 2 teeth, fangs up to 15 centimeters long like Ra from the lower jaw, Paesa owns an appearance. Maybe only their mother can love them. The main effect of 2 teeth, this fangs, is for piercing prey. The hands, as are mature. It can even easily pierce the palm of a human hand. The size can be longer than 1 meters and weight up to 15 kilograms. They are really formidable predators down in the Amazon River. With piranha fan-shaped double fins, easy to move, in the fast currents of the Amazon River. They are often found in streams at the foot of dams, waterfalls or rock rapids. It's known for its ferocious and untamed nature. The piranha is one of the few hunting snakes, and devour piranhas without any to fear a piranha counterattack. Some piranhas even consider piranhas to be it is the main food source. However, in contrast to piranhas, which hunt in packs, the piranha is a lone predator, relies on speed and strength to take down prey. Even though it looks scary, piranha is the target of sports fishermen because of the strong fighting power when caught. Number 4. Electric eel. Electric correction fish is called high-voltage underwater wires. They live mainly in the Amazon basin. It's a nocturnal predator with poor vision. Power systems rely on weak electrical signals, as a radar system, to locate mates and prey. When the target is detected, they're going to send out more electricity to paralyze prey in a split second. If a group of electrically tuned fish coalesce to hunt, it's going to be a real nightmare for the fish. An adult electric tuna fish can to generate current from 300 to 800 V. Imagine a row of 10 of them firing electricity. How strong will the electricity in the area be? It can even cause the water to sparkle like it's boiling, completely paralyze the ill-fated fish, so they have no escape route, and become a feast for these formidable predators. So you wonder if the electric fish gets electrocuted? Well, the answer is no. Their discharge organs are located along both sides of the body, while vital organs are protected by a natural insulating layer. Thanks to the structure, this special electric programs can deliver powerful electric shocks without being hurt. Discharge capability of electric fish that inspired the physicist, Italian designer Alessandro Volta, to the world's first synthetic battery in 1799. Even though it seems to be a defeated species, but the biggest enemy of the programmable fish, it's the people. Electric tuna hunters understand that. Even though this fish is capable of powerful electrical discharges, but they can't do that all the time. It takes time to recover. That's why people are often drawn, cows or horses in the river, to stimulate the fish to adjust the electric discharge. When they run out of energy, it's easy to capture. Thanks to this efficient hunting method, electric fish has become a popular food in the very area where they live. Number 3. The South American pit viper. Tiger 6. South America. It's one of the largest and most venomous snakes in the Americas. They are usually large, with the largest individual ever recorded up to 3.7 m. They have a unique appearance, usually brown, yellow or pink, with dark brown or black rhomboid piles on the back. The most identifiable characteristic is a black stripe running from eye to jaw. The South American tiger is nocturnal and solitary. When hunting, they use a split tongue to collect 10 smells from the air, the leaves and the ground. This fragrance is then transferred to the Jacobs Paint Agency in my head to analyze, so that they can identify and trace their prey. When detecting the smell of prey, they can stay in a stalking position for days, even a few weeks waiting for an attack. The 6 South American tiger snake is also known as the silent rattlesnake. When in danger, they have a tail wiggling like a rattlesnake, but it can't produce a specific sound. Instead, they are constantly banging their tails against the leaves on the ground to make noise. In addition, the 6 South American cobras are also attracted to light. If tourists or aborigines set fires running, and there happen to be a 6-year-old South American cobra are hunting nearby, it can crawl towards the fire. So if we detect this snake coming at night, it is best to put out the fire immediately. They are not afraid of humans. Their fangs can be up to 3.5 centimeters long, and their venom is also extremely powerful. After being bitten, the victim can die in just a few minutes. This is because snakes rarely encounter humans in the wild, so no specific antivenom has been developed. This makes the death rate from their bites even higher. At the same time, the amount of venom they secrete is quite large, can be up to more than 400 milligrams per bite. Their venom can cause extensive tissue necrosis. It causes serious damage to all of you. In addition, it can cause internal bleeding, leading to shock and life-threatening. There have been many reported deaths from cobras. 6 South American bites with the fastest CA deaths in just 45 minutes. Remarkably, no victims survived after being attacked by this snake. So if you come here to travel, remember to wear strong protective shoes and always pay attention to safety. Number 2. The Sawfish. According to legend, the sharp-toothed sawfish is a giant sea monster, with a sharp sword on his head. Can split large fish in half or even boats. Although this is an exaggeration, but in fact, this fish has been around a lot longer compared to the human imagination. Their history can be traced back to the Paleocene, from 56 million and 5 ago, and they've survived major extinction disasters. Before the sharp-toothed sawfish, widely distributed in tropical beneficial waters, subtropical as well as in the Amazon basin. This ancient creature, usually from 5.4 to 7.6 m in length, with the largest sharp-toothed sawfish that can reach up to 9 m, and weighs more than 500 kilograms. Outstanding characteristics, and the most recognizable of them is the long snout with the tooth shape 3, sharp like a real mussel tongue. The largest snout can be up to 2 meters long, and it's over 30 centimeters wide. Help them hunt and defend themselves effectively. They are nocturnal. They usually rest at the bottom of the water during the day, and only go out hunting when it's dark. Although the fish have sharp teeth in the tank, fish often lie motionless under the sand. But when needed, they can move, and it attacks its prey at lightning speed. When hunting sharp-toothed sawfish, rush into the fish at high speed, brandishing his sharp weapon to stun or cut off fish and animals. Before eating meat, in addition to being used to attack prey, their characteristic snout is also covered by organs that sense weak electrical signals. So they don't just detect the electronic field of the hidden creatures that they are also locating the sharp-toothed sawfish in the breeding season. The sharp-toothed sawfish is now facing extinction. Almost every part of their body. It's all valuable to humans. Their meat is highly appreciated for its taste, fins that can be processed like shark fins. Ra is used to produce ra. The liver is extracted for oil. And even the typical long mom also becomes an expensive decoration. Now all species of sharp-toothed sawfish completely disappeared from Europe, while their numbers in the United States have dropped by 99%. There's only some water left in Florida, where this species still exists. Out of 90 countries that have had sharp-toothed sawfish, 55 countries have seen their extinction. So although the sharp-toothed sawfish is often described like ferocious monsters, but with the rise of modern technology, they are no longer a threat to humans. Ironically, their unique appearance and rarity has made them a luxury item, hunted by the elite. In Vietnam, sharp-toothed sawfish once discovered in the Gulf of Tonkin, Con Hoa Binh Thuan and southern Vietnam, but it's rare now. I hope that people can live in peace with this ancient sea creature, and together, working together to protect all life on Earth. Number 1. The Candiru. This small fish is considered a ghost, the most notorious vampire in the Amazon basin. It makes the people here even more afraid. The fish have a pretty common name. Candiru fish, also known as toothpick fish. These tiny creatures are about 2.5 in size to 5 centimeters, and pale body. They look like familiar little fish. But Candiru belongs to the parasitic catfish group, relatives of large catfish. Main 10 special parasitic properties has made them a strange fish in the skin. Slippery. If you look closely, you'll see that the gills of the wandering fish are covered by the little spikes facing backward. After a big fish swam by, they'll quickly reach out and get into the gills. When fish open their gills to breathe, and then they use these spikes to hold on and start sucking blood. It's this special blood-sucking method that makes kangaroo it's the only fish on Earth that lives entirely on blood. That's why they are called the vampires of the Amazon. The legend of this fish is very popular in the river basin Amazon, of which the most famous is the story they can get into the male genitals to suck blood. According to the story, if that AI pees in the river, this fish can follow the flow of urine, swimming back into the body and causing extreme pain. In fact, around 1836, when scientists and botanists from all over the world to explore the Amazon rainforest, they discovered that some local males have had their genitals removed. The reason is attributed to ghosts. This underwater vampire has gone into their urethra, which makes surgical removal the only option. Although the story of kangaroo may sound scary, but fortunately, this small fish only lives in the Amazon basin. Therefore, the risk of encountering this fish in other areas, including our country, it can't happen. Currently, this fish is 1/100th of the Amazon ecosystem. However, environmental change is caused by humans, is posing a threat to this fish. Yeah, that's all the content of today's video. Of the 10 most dangerous creatures in the Amazon that we're introducing today, which species impressed you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for following us. See you in the next videos.